Hi, my name is Brianna Lopez, and today I'll be doing an informative speech. 18,000. 18,000 people are estimated to be trafficked in the United States every year. Today, I would like to inform you guys about sex trafficking. We will discuss the complexity of the problem, the medical issues that arise during the sexual exploitation period, and the people who escape or are rescued and what they go through. First, we should define what sex trafficking is. According to Edward Schwouder and Elizabeth Wheaton in Sex Trafficking into the United States, a literature review, the government defines sex trafficking as a modern type of slavery estimated between 100,000 to 150,000 people kept under slavery in the United States alone. When talking about the complexity of the problem, Schwouder and Wheaton claim that the United States is the second largest destination country after Germany for women and children trafficked or purposes of sexual exploitation in the sex industry. 18,000 people are estimated to be trafficked every year, 96% of these being females and almost half being children, both boys and girls. Some estimate as high as 50,000 people per year in the United States, and the CIA estimates around 70,000 annually worldwide. When talking about the medical issues that occur during the sexual exploitation period, Janice Raymond and Donna Hughes, in a report called Sex Trafficking of Women in the United States, claim that women reported to have 50% of women claim to have head injuries during their sexual exploitation period, and 56% required medical care treatment for injuries and illnesses sustained while in the sex industry. According to Selena Varma, Scott Gillespie, Courtney McCracken, V. Jordan Greenhalm, in Characteristics of Children, Commercial, Sexual Exploitation, and Sex Trafficking Victims Presenting for Medical Care in the United States, 70% were seen to have injuries, and of that 70%, 43 showed significant weight loss. 55% showed post-traumatic stress disorder, and 67% reported to have STIs during their period of exploitation. 88% visited a medical care provider during their sex exploitation period. Now we can discuss the people who escape or are rescued and what they go through. Olivia Enos, in The Number of Victims Rescued for Human Trafficking Almost Doubled in 2016, reported that in 2016, 78,000 victims were rescued, which doubled the percentage from 0.2% to 0.4%. According to Varma, Gillespie, McCracken, and Greenbaum, 86% of women felt depressed after their sex exploitation period, 41% felt helpless, 64% felt anger and rage, 64% experienced suicidal thoughts, and 43% attempted suicide. According to now that we have discussed this, we can discuss a trafficking network known as the Evans Family Trafficking Network. According to Raymond and Hughes, the FBI uncovered an interstate trafficking ring based in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The ring was organized by members of the Evans family for almost 17 years. Young women were forced into prostitution and controlled by repeated rapes, beatings, and death threats. These young women were trafficked to different states to have a variety of different buyers. 15 men were arrested and faced charges from 2 years to 45 years in federal prison, and these are some of the organizers. Today, I informed you guys about sex trafficking. We discussed the medical issues that arise during the sexual exploitation period, the complexity of the problem, and the people who escape or are rescued and what they go through. If you or anyone you know is going through a similar issue, you can call the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 888-373-7888.